The Canapio football team is breaking new ground in its quest for a state title, and so is ABC-7.
It feels pretty good. We just have to keep our heads right and keep working hard.
The Eagles even more pumped because friends and family who can't make the trip to Lubbock will be able to see it live.
We're also connecting with you and the team through our social media network. ABC-7 is broadcasting the game and your mobile shout-outs. I'm Rick Cabrera.
And I'm Estela Casas. Our exclusive coverage continues right now. And as we all say, go Canapio!
Live, where news comes first. From the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso and the borderland. This is ABC-7 at 6.
This is not a money-making venture for ABC-7 or KVIA television. This is something that needed to be done.
As the Caratillo High School football team spends the next few days on the practice field, ABC-7 is working on our game plan to bring you the biggest high school football game in El Paso history.
More on that in a moment. We're very excited here, but we are still tracking storms this evening here in the borderland. This is video we shot about 4 o'clock this afternoon. We even got hail here at the ABC-7 studios on the city's west side, and tonight we're still seeing the rain, and there are clouds, loud claps of thunder.
Storm tracker Nicole Gomez is here with the very latest. Nicole?
We're still tracking that activity on Doppler radar. So let's get straight to it and talk about some of the storms that are currently taking place across the borderland. Notice this storm began moving in from the south. Looks like the heaviest activity currently around Sunland Park here in El Paso. And I'll zoom in just a little closer once again where you can see some of the yellows and even the reds. Good news is behind this system, we're not seeing any more storms. But again, around Laguna, Smelterton is where we see some of the reds, the oranges, indicating that's where the heaviest activity is taking place as of right now. But as you can see, the direction of this storm is moving towards the north. So we'll talk about how long this storm is expected to stick around, if we're expecting more rain. But as I mentioned, notice behind this system, not seeing any rain. So we'll take a closer look coming up in Storm Track Weather.
All right, Nicole, thank you very much. Let's get back to the big game. And the audience for the game just went from the few thousand in attendance to hundreds of thousands.
And not only are we bringing you the entire semifinals game against Ennis live here on ABC-7, we'll also stream it live on KVIA.com. So loved ones from anywhere in the world can support the team. You can also show your support by using the hashtag #GoCanutillo anywhere on social media. Details on how to get your mobile shoutouts on the air are coming up.
And again, our Darren Hunt was on the field with Eagles Day. And Darren, we can only imagine what must be going through the team's heads tonight.
Yeah, it's one thing to carry the hopes of a small town like Canutillo on your shoulders, but now the Eagles are carrying the hopes of the entire city of El Paso, which we'll be watching closely on Friday night. You guys are going to be on television, and the whole city is going to be watching.
I mean, that's great. I just want to thank you guys. That means a lot to us. And for the people who can't go to the game, it's really nice to know that they're going to be watching us and supporting us.
Televising the Canutillo and Ennis State semifinal was the idea of ABC-7 General Manager Kevin Lovell.
I was raking my leaves Sunday afternoon in my backyard, and then it just struck me, why is this game not televised? Perhaps we can get it on the air.
Broadcasting the game is not a money-making venture for ABC-7, but it fell in line with Lovell's love for high school football.
I love high school football. I follow it closely, and I know the significance of Canutillo in being the first 11-man UIL team ever from El Paso to reach the state semifinals. I says, we've got to do everything we can to get it on the air, and we're going to do it.
How pumped are you to know that this game is on television now, and the whole city's going to get to watch it?
It feels good, you know, just like the people that can't go to the game, they can watch it and support us here. And just like so everybody can see, other schools can see that, you know, we can make it that far, and just to motivate them and motivate younger kids to work even harder.
Biggest thing to ever happen in Canutillo?
I would say yes, probably. Probably, yes, sir.
It's good to see that not only are we representing our city, but now the whole city gets to see us.
What I like about El Paso is that when one school does well and the others have been eliminated from the playoffs, the entire city bonds. Everybody gets behind Canutillo. Go Eagles. Doesn't matter if you're in the lower valley, upper valley, northeast, central, it makes no difference. Go Canutillo.
Now you can get tickets at the high school. Tickets at the gate will be $10, and go Canutillo.
All right.
Obviously, I was not a cheerleader in school, but I'm so excited.
You're pretty good at it, though.
As a football mom, go Eagles. You make us proud.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're all excited.
And again, Canutillo faces Ennis this Friday at 6 o'clock in Lubbock. Look for the coverage of the Class 5A Division II semifinals game on ABC-7 and KVIA.com. We're also inviting you to send the team mobile shout-outs. And you can do that by tapping into our social media network through Facebook and Twitter. ABC7's Bob Harp just posted this online minutes ago.
I'd like to say congratulations and good luck to the Canutillo football team. I went to Andrews High School, so we're both Eagles, but it doesn't matter where you went to school. We're all part of the same community. Let's go ahead and take on Ennis and bring home that victory. Go Eagles.
That's right, and I'm a Burgess Mustang. So get those mobile shout-outs to us right now. Bob will air some of your shout-outs live on air all this week. That's on ABC-7 at 9 on the CW. And remember, give anything you post about the team on social media the hashtag #GoCanutillo. Okay, we're 2 weeks away from Christmas, and tonight our holiday coverage continues with meteorologist Dr. Dave Spielman.
Doppler is live in First Baptist Church in central El Paso, where the Christmas tree is made of living people. Doppler.
Well, we're certainly looking at some chances for some rain in the forecast for tonight and really over the next couple of days before we start to see some improved weather. We'll talk about that live at First Baptist Church for their 50th anniversary, the Living Christmas Tree. We'll have a live interview, of course, coming up.
All right, Doppler, thank you very much. We want to take a live look at traffic this evening for those of you needing to hit the roads. Well, it's not that bad. There we go. There's I-10 and Asarco. Again, there is some rain out there, some wet spots, so be careful. But we're not seeing any major tie-ups at this hour. If you do see anything, let us know, or we'll let you know during this newscast. And if anything does cause a backup, of course, we'll pass that information on. New information tonight on a traffic alert we had last night at 6. The woman hit by a Suburban while crossing Doniphan near Mesa is dead. Police are not releasing her name until her family is notified. Police said the driver who hit her stopped and tried to help her. No charges are being filed. Many elected officials in Doña Ana County are getting a raise to ring in the new year.
ABC7's Pilar Arias is live to share information gathered from our New Mexico mobile newsroom. Pilar.
Estella and Rick, today Doña Ana County Commissioners approved the pay increase in a 4-to-1 vote. It was decided that the 15% salary increase effective January 1st will be for the sheriff, county clerk, county assessor, county treasurer, and probate judge. Commissioners decided not to give themselves a raise. It's also the first increase for the position since 2008, and it's the maximum allowed by the state legislature. The raises for the 5 officials means the county will pay out about $42,000 additional annually. Some commissioners hope the increased salaries will draw better qualified candidates to run for office. Of the 5 positions, newly elected Doña Ana County Sheriff Kiki Vigil will earn the most at just under $80,000. But ultimately, the salary increase vote came down to the increased workload county employees continue to see.
These, to me, are professional positions. And I think we need to make sure that we have good compensation for these positions, that they are fairly compensated. We haven't had even a COLA. People talk about COLA for employees, and these are employees.
Doña Ana County Commissioners once again did not approve a pay increase for themselves. They each make just under $30,000 a year. I'll do the math and break down the new salaries for you tonight on ABC-7 at 9 on the CW and 10. Back to you.
We'll see you then, Pilar. Thank you very much. County Commissioners in Doña Ana County also decided not to cut the number of days on the holiday schedule.
These, to me, are professional positions.
Now that decision drew a standing ovation in the crowd today. Commission Chairman Billy Garrett originally wanted to cut 3 days from the paid holiday schedule. He then proposed cutting just 1 day. Today's action means Doña Ana County employees will keep their 13 paid holidays. Here in El Paso County, employees get 18 days. In the spirit of Christmas, the Fred Loya family is turning their major win on national television into a time to give back to the community.
It feels really good that we got saw nationally. Now we get put on the map.
In case you missed it last night, the Loyas won the Great Christmas Light Fight. Everyone wants to know which charity is getting that $50,000 grand prize.
And Doppler Dave again is at the First Baptist Church tonight with a living Christmas tree made of humans.
But we still have weather to track. Nicole Gomez is following the rain we've already seen and is more on the way, Nicole.
Well, I'm tracking some of those showers on Doppler radar right now. We'll take a look at the latest Future Track computer model coming up in Storm Track weather.
This is ABC 7 at 6, where news comes first.
As you know, there can only be one champion of the Great Christmas Light Fight. And, well, and you are that champion!
national spotlight last night on ABC's The Great Christmas Light Fight. The Loya family came out on top, beating 3 other families in last night's episode. The family won a trophy and a $50,000 prize. We were there with the family in their Far East El Paso home as they watched the episode.
I think it was awesome. Yeah, we thought, finally it makes everything worthwhile. I mean, besides the pleasure, it's just like I guess the icing on the cake, because the cake is being able to put on the show for El Pasoans, and this is the icing.
It feels really good that we got saw nationally. Now we get put on the map, and now we can have people from all over the United States come and see us.
El Paso pride definitely on display last night. Loya says he will donate $5,000 each to 10 different local charities.
And today we want to know which charities will get all that cash. ABC-7's Jerry Nakara is live at the Loya family home with the latest part of the story. Jerry.
Rick Estella, I am standing in front of the Loya home. Earlier today they had all the lights on, but they just had to shut them down because there was a lot of lightning in the area. But this home didn't just win a massive light bulb trophy, it also got $50,000. Now, this display was 5 months in the making with a crew of about 80 people, including police, to help with the traffic. The house is covered with a total of 420,000 bulbs. And in last night's show, Loya touted El Paso every chance he got. Earlier today, he told us he knew the display was sure to win. Here's why.
It was put together by El Pasoans, for El Pasoans. There was never any doubt. To think that we were not the best would be to say that we didn't think that our computer programmer in El Pasoan wasn't the best. It would be to say that our project engineer, our lead project manager, was not the best, and that would not be right for them. Right. Yes, everybody that put up the lights, our crew, our staff, our cast members, the elves, they're the best. So we never had a doubt, and we always felt that the money would stay here in El Paso.
Now, Loya says he will donate $5,000 to 10 local charities, but he tells me they are still looking into what charities they'll pick, and they should know early next week. Rick, Estella, back to you.
Okay, Jerry, thank you very much. I did not know they had elves.
Yes, they have it all.
They have real elves.
Yes.
How cool is that?
It's not missing anything. That's why they won.
That's true. Exactly.
Perfect.
Well earned and El Paso proud. The spirit of Christmas continues in Central El Paso tonight. Chief Meteorologist Dr. Dave Spielman is live at the First Baptist Church for the 50th annual Living Christmas Tree.
And complete coverage of the Canutillo football team prepping for Friday's semifinal showdown continues in sports. The Eagles are the first El Paso area team to advance this far, and ABC-7 is breaking new ground. We will broadcast the game live on ABC-7 this Friday. Stay with us.
Welcome back. Before we get to your Storm Track weather forecast, we want to check in with Doppler Dave. He's live at First Baptist Church. Hey, Doppler.
Well, welcome back. We are at First Baptist Church. This is the 50th year of the Living Christmas Tree. And boy, they have a special performance for you taking place Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And Jim Cleveland, the music director, joins me right now. And hard to believe, 50 years of putting this on, huh?
50 years. It really is hard to believe. Been a great tradition in our church for all these years. And look back on all the history, all the people that have sung in it, all the people that have come to this program, several thousand, hundreds of thousands maybe, through the years. But great privilege for us.
Yeah, and you're bringing back the first music director that started this, aren't you?
We are. Back in 1965, our youth director at that time, I say we because I was part of that choir, started this program, and then he's passed it along to these music ministers through the years. And I inherited it just recently. So.
And what is the cost, and where can folks get tickets?
$5 a ticket. It's a great opportunity to just see a great family show for Christmas, a lot of variety. They're available here at our church at 805 Montana during the daytime hours. They can go on our website, FBC-EP.com, and buy them and print them right there, or they can buy them at the door if there are tickets available. A couple of shows are almost sold out.
Okay. And we're going to send it back to Nicole here in just a bit to do the weather, but what song will you be performing after the weather?
It's called Sing We Now of Christmas. Great traditional Christmas song.
Okay, well, we'll let you get back in place. And Nicole, we've certainly been tracking some showers and thunderstorms out there. In fact, we've heard of some power bumps around town as well, and I know we continue to track some activity out there.
Absolutely. We have been having some power bump issues, so we'll be sure to post the newscast on KVIA.com for your family members who have not had a chance to watch the newscast. But we did pick up some rainfall today. Let's take a look at some of those numbers. Dimming, 0.05, Ruidoso, close to ½ an inch. Haven't picked up any totals here in El Paso, but we have seen, at the airport anyway, but we have seen some rain across the area. Still tracking plenty of rainfall. We'll zoom in just a little closer here. We've also had plenty of lightning track through the region. We still have that cell just south of Juarez tracking north to the region. So as the system continues to move towards the north, Sun Acres could see some rain here within 6:30, even into the 7 o'clock hour, according to our model here. Now we'll zoom in a little closer east side of town around the airport, still picking up some spotty activity. Good news is behind this system that has brought us some hail and some heavier rainfall across some portions of El Paso. Good thing is there's not any activity behind it, so our rain chances should begin to diminish. Notice our future track model not picking up very much rainfall except along the higher elevations, Ruidoso, Alamogordo, even some spotty activity around Silver City. Looks like the clouds will continue to remain in the forecast through your Thursday into your lunch hour. So for tomorrow, we will still keep very slight rain chances in the forecast. Our next system moves into the region Saturday into Sunday, where our numbers go up to 30%. Not only that, but we're expecting stronger winds. But we'll get to those wind speeds coming up in just a few minutes. The football game out in Cañutillo, temperatures in the 50s, clear skies, winds out of the southwest between 5 to 15 miles per hour. So not too bad of a looking forecast. Now that 7-day windcast brings you throughout your Wednesday afternoon with gusts at 20 miles per hour. Thursday, Friday look just fine. Stronger winds on Saturday and Sunday. We have gusts at 45 miles per hour. So temperatures currently, our highs were in the 60s across the area. So overall, a very nice day aside from the hail that we did pick up, especially on the west side of town. 47 degrees overnight El Paso. Tomorrow, high of 65. Again, slight rain chances. We're down to 44 degrees overnight, Las Cruces. 20% chance for showers, 10% chance for tomorrow. So 65 our forecast high tomorrow. Temperatures remain in the 60s through Friday. That next system picks up our winds Saturday, Sunday with that 20% chance for showers. Start of the work week, Monday and Tuesday, temperatures are still in the 60s.
I have some breaking news because of the weather. El Paso electric crews are working to restore power to about 3,200 customers throughout the city. Outage maps showing our scattered outages in the west side, and we had a power bump here. We are only on cable, but the entire newscast will be online in a couple of minutes. And now to sports with Rick.
We have major trust in our teammates. They're our brothers, and we believe that they can do what they do.
In Canutillo we trust. Rick Cabrera in for Louis Del Rio. It's been a magical run for the Canutillo Eagles. Already having won 3 out-of-town playoff games. They will go for number 4 on Friday night. And ABC-7 is proud and very excited to be bringing you live coverage of such an historic event. We'll be on the air this Friday at 6 to bring you Canutillo's state semifinal matchup with Ennis. Louis Del Rio and I and a cast of thousands, well, maybe not thousands, but we will be bringing you live play-by-play of the game for the Eagles. This is their time to shine, and they know the entire city will be watching.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's an unbelievable feeling. Last year I actually went to the state championship with one of my coaches, and I got to watch all the teams play, and that's when I realized, you know what, we can play with these guys. They're bigger, a little faster, but we have the coach, we have the athletes to do it.
We work as a team. Our brotherhood is real close, so we know we got each other's backs, and we play Canutillo football.
Canutillo football. We'll have more on the big game tonight at 10. College football now. Conference USA announced its all-conference teams today. None of the Miners made the first team. I think that's ridiculous. But Burgess High's own Aaron Jones did make the second team at running back. Jones had a phenomenal season, rushing for 1,200 yards and a combined 14 touchdowns. Joining Jones on the all-conference second team is kick returner Autry Golden. He returned 2 kicks for scores, and in my estimation should have been on the first team. Also on the second team is offensive lineman Gerald Watkins, the only senior on the Miners offensive line. And for the first time ever, 3 Miners were named to the all-freshman team. 2 are El Paso natives. Burgess High's Alvin Jones, Aaron's brother, is a redshirt freshman linebacker. He was second on the team in tackles with 52. Franklin High's Derek Elmendorf was a starting right guard. And joining them on the freshman team is Will Hernandez, who started every game at left guard. Needless to say, the future looks bright for the Miners. The Miners are ecstatic about being in a bowl game, even if the rest of the country may not be excited about watching the matchup with Utah State in the Gilda, New Mexico Bowl. There are 38 bowl games, and while SB Nation has it ranked as the least watchable, Yahoo Sports has it 24th, ESPN 27th, and CBS Sports 32nd for an average of about 30. As for the Hyundai Sun Bowl, it's getting plenty of love around the country. 4 different national websites rank it between the 11th and 19th best of this year's 38 bowls. for an average of 13.5. A two-car crash in Charlotte, North Carolina has put the remainder of the season for Cam Newton in doubt. The Panthers quarterback suffered 2 fractures to his lower back. Take a look at his truck, and you have to think he's lucky to be alive. No word yet on who's at fault. He has no internal injuries and will not need surgery, but will stay in the hospital overnight. And if the injury sounds familiar, it's similar to what Tony Romo has been playing through. So there is a chance we could see Newton again this season, but we'll have to wait and see. And finally tonight, here's Johnny. Johnny Football will get his first start of the season on Sunday for the Browns. Cleveland is benching starter Brian Hoyer after 3 straight subpar games. Manziel will be the Browns' 21st starting quarterback in the last 15 years. Ooh, should be fun to watch him in action finally.
Yes, and we're going to go out to Doppler Dave. Hey, Doppler.
Well, we're certainly looking at some chances for some rain that will continue tonight and again tomorrow. Again, this is First Baptist Church putting on a performance of the Living Christmas Tree. Again, the performance will be taking place Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You can call for tickets. You can go to First Baptist Church, their website, and get tickets through there, or just come to the church and pick up tickets as well.